Guys doing? How many attorneys are working on this situation? All the attorneys of all the companies and the accountants of my mother and father's companies are supposed to be working on this situation with attorneys. And in reference to post offices in other cities and states, look to see if my mother or father owned any post offices in reference to anybody trying to steal my postal mail. And in reference to this situation, I have not received anything in the postal mail. It still is a hostage situation. These people are still trying to get away with their crimes of stealing my identity. And these people are not even following procedures. The treasury has written procedures that my mother and father had written in reference to these types of situations, and yet they're not even following the guidelines. These people are trying to steal my benefits that I was supposed to have received. These people are trying to copy my benefits that they're trying to steal from my net worth in reference to who I am. And they're stealing the monies. They're stealing the postal mail. They're stealing things that people have tried to send to me. They stole anything that the Teamsters tried to send. And we need a list. Somebody needs to make a video of all the places that are holding on to monies that my mother had spoke to. My mother spoke to several police stations about this situation back in the 80s, too. My mother was even on the news in Chicago about these people holding me hostage in Indiana. That broadcast needs to be rebroadcast, and it needs to be put on YouTube or TikTok videos or some of the videos when my mother was on the news in reference to these people holding me hostage. This is total BS. Nothing has been done. I'm still being held hostage, have not received any benefits, have not received any lawsuit monies. This is a violation of law and procedures of law. These people are trying to steal my identity, and they've held me hostage, and they've been burning me with satellites. And my father got murdered from satellite. My father was the first man the dirty government ever murdered from satellite. Isn't that on record? And it tells the government never to be burning on me at any time ever. Look at the history. And in reference to ultimatums of people that are in positions that was supposed to deliver money to my mailbox, they're going to have to do arrests on people. This is a hostage situation. And I've not received anything from the California governor. He communicated earlier. And hello, Colorado governor and Texas governor and Chicago governor and Utah and other governors and mayors. I've not received nothing. And I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions. I grew up in my mother and father's mansions. The procedures and facts say that I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions. In the past, I grew up at my mother and father's mansions. I got kidnapped from my mother and father's mansions. I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions, past, present, and future. And this situation is a hostage situation. What's so difficult about somebody delivering information to my mailbox? There's not been even one governor or mayor that's delivered any monies or any information or any itinerary. They messed with my mouth. Itinerary document of travel. Not received nothing. It's a hostage situation. So then they need to see which governors and mayors are conspiring against me. Which people in law enforcement are conspiring against me. I'm supposed to be on the payroll of some police departments because my mother and father owned police departments in certain cities in reference to properties and neighborhoods. Some of them are kind of small police stations and some acknowledgments, but some of them are police stations in certain neighborhoods. And hello, Beverly Hills Police Department. Hello, Las Vegas. Haven't received nothing. And other cities and states have not received nothing. Still being held hostage.